Rip City, Portland, Oregon, the site for the Clippers. The talented and explosive Darius Garland. He should be a big piece for them tonight as they get ready for action at the Moda Center. Clippers, Blazers, one team will move on. The 9 and 10 seeds in the West try to stay alive. Welcome everybody to the NBA play-in tournament. Tonight it's the West 9th and 10th seeds. They battle it out for a chance to advance in this tournament or be sent home. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And now the Los Angeles starters. It's Collins at power forward with Lopez at center. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for Portland, Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Inside we'll see Kamara and Klingon, and it's Henderson in at the point guard position. You look at Portland, the 9th best record through the regular season. But Grant, this play-in tournament has given them hope.
Hope indeed, and in the past, they'd be packing for a vacation. Now, if they can win 2 straight, they punch their ticket to the playoffs. But they can't look past this one. It's a must-win on their home court.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of Darius Garland on full display. This guy is skilled at creating opportunities.
Henderson outside. Left side Kamara, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard is at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie, thanks. Clock at 6. Pass to Avdia. Trailblazers got to hurry, got to get up a shot. And it's good. 2 points.
And this is where you feed the big man Klingon. He knows how to execute from this close.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. And there's the drive. Got a hand on it. Henderson scanning the floor. And he dunks it in. Right on John Collins. Oh, man.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Now here's Garland. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Henderson against Garland. Outside Sharp. Pass to Avdia. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, Avdia has some size, and he uses it to get up and around the rim. What a finish.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
Yeah, boy, Henderson has a flair for the dramatic. What a block.
Avdia passes to Henderson. Back to Avdia. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Sharp. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
As Shaedon Sharp continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
Now here's Leonard, the fader, and he gets the bucket.
Well, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
Here's Sharp, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And here's Garland. He played a great game against Golden State. Pass to Leonard. Launches it. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Outside Kamara. Henderson for 3. They get it back. Klingon. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Portland's shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And that one misses.
And one look at Donovan Klingon, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Miller's checked in. Now here's Garland. Pass to Lopez. Out to Garland. It's stolen by Henderson. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Sharp. Finished off the break. Sharp's got 6.
You're already a pretty cunning defender. Henderson finds chances to swipe the ball and sets the play in motion.
Garland with the ball. Defended by Henderson. Now the Blazers on the move. Avdia outside. Pass to Sharp. Right wing. Garland against Henderson. Fires from deep. 5 to shoot. Pure from 3-point range. Henderson's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Garland against Henderson. Pass to Collins. Outside Matherin. Now Miller, defended by Avdia. Now here's Henderson. Back to Avdia. Here's Henderson. Jacks up a 3. Miller pulls it in.
I think they could have gotten a better look right there. And he just a little over anxious, I think, to get that shot off.
Into the lane. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now, that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Klingon. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Outside Sharp. It's Avdia on the wing. Takes a 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Garland against Henderson. Oh, there's the alley. They swipe it. Now the Blazers moving it up. Avdia from outside. Knocks it loose. Sharp passes to Avdia. Back to Sharp. The 3 is up. Matherin with a rebound. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 9. Outside Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Over Sharp. Garland, no good.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Sharp, no good.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. A line change here for Portland. And then for Los Angeles, Jackson, he's checked in for Lopez. Jones comes in for Collins. And it's done in for Garland. Mathurin, no good on the free throw. And though he gets lauded for his scoring ability, Benedict Mathurin is also an excellent rebounder for a guard, Norris.
He's got a live body, very fast off his feet, BA. And yes, he loves to put the ball in the basket, but this guy just competitive. He likes to get after things on the basketball floor.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T.
Number 4, Kobe Sanders.
Clippers trail by 7. Now here's Dunn. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Sanders. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Krejci, the pass to Grant. Jones with the block.
Stellar rim protection. Derek Jones Jr. making a difference.
Here's Dunn. Miller outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Matisse Thybulle. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Trailblazers lead by 3. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Here's Thybulle. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Krejci. Williams looking around. And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Now here's Thybulle, defended by Dunn. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Krejci.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Sanders, covered by Thybulle. On the wing, Jones shoots over Grant. Jones' shot is good.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Pass to Grant. Picked by Murray. Jones against Grant. Jones with the block.
Wow, emphatic denial by Jones. My goodness.
Miller can't get it to go. Portland leading by 4. To the middle. Williams in the post. Jackson on him. The Clippers have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Here's Sanders, covered by Thybulle. Jones from outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
Here's Dunn. There's the block. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Sharp, he's checked in for Thybulle. Darius Garland, he's checked in for Los Angeles. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Outside, Williams. Outside Sharp. Pass to Graham. 6 to shoot. To the inside. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Graham. And now a 5-point Portland lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Welcome back to the second quarter of this play-in tournament matchup. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Here's Garland. Murray out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Robert Williams. And it's Krejci in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Jackson. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Jones. Sends it home from three-point land. Jones has got 8.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Now Sharpe. Back to Murray. Portland moving it around. 5 on the clock. Oh, wow! And he double clutches and throws it down.
And Sharpe has to be one of the best finishers at the rim in this young class.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Miller. Garland with the ball. Puts it up from the high post. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Pass to Krejci. Williams on the wing. Leonard defending. Takes a 13-footer. Grant's shot is off. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. It's Leonard with a good look inside.
So many advantages Kawhi Leonard has when he's inside. Size, power, strength. To the cup he goes.
Grant with a screen on Garland. Shoots it from the high post. Again, the miss by Portland. Clippers trail by 3. Now Leonard, 7 points in the game. Up top, Jackson. Dunn right side. Shot clock at 6. That shot off. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Krejci. It's Sharpe on the wing. Guarded by Garland. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Oh my goodness, taking flight, Derek Jones, all the way to the top of the stairs.
Here's Grant. Denied by Leonard. On the break. Here's Jones. And the dunk by Jones.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transit opportunities to end.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Avdia, he's checked in for Portland. Outside, Williams. And here's Grant from the arc. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
Oh, stretching the floor. One of the many things Grant does for this team.
And here's Garland. Shot from 16, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
Doris, we got to give credit to Darius Garland for continuing to develop his body.
BA, like every smaller guard in the league, teams attack him defensively. So just like a Steph Curry, you build your strength and your balance, and you continue to play with pride on that end, and that is pivotal to his development.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Leonard. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Off the outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, guys, when you think of Denny Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Wesley comes in for Krejci. And both free throws good for Avdia. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Garland for 3. Misses the mark there. Just 2 for 10 for the game. The Trailblazers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. The shot by Wesley, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Here's Klingon. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Now here's Garland. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. First one falls for him. And some changes here for Portland. Kamara comes in for Grant, and it's Henderson in for Wesley. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Miller. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, Darius Garland is relatively new to this league, folks, but one thing we know unequivocally, he is so skilled offensively.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 5. And there's Klingon on the assist by Henderson. Klingon's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Pass to Leonard for 3. They grab their own miss.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Outside Sharp, and here's Klingon, defended by Jones. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And at his size, Klingon is always an above-the-rim threat.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So it's Los Angeles now. They trail by 1. Here's Garland. And the layup is good off the glass. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
Pass to Sharp. To the paint. Done with a steal. Leonard outside. Over Sharp. Again, Los Angeles.
There's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Pass to Sharp. The three ball. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Kawhi Leonard understands when and where to deliver the ball to his teammates. Pretty play.
Outside Sharp. Outside Kamara. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. Of course, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
BA, when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
And the Blazers making a change here. Grant's checked in. Down low. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Leonard. And they're on the break.
Now that's
Hey! How about that?
Oh my goodness, showtime from Derrick Jones Jr. There are very few who get up besides this guy does.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
Blazers trail by 10. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Collins checked in. So it's Portland now. Portland moving it around. Here's Grant. Shoots over Collins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, the length and athleticism that Jeremy Grant possesses puts the defense in a tough spot. That's nice.
Portland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And he drops the first.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And so Grant nails them both.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Mathurin passes to Lopez. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They're really working the paint now.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. Outside Kamara, pass to Grant. Outside for Henderson. Off target with the 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Mathurin against Abdia. Mathurin passes to Leonard. Inside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Boy, you love Lopez's effort. This guy dunking is easy for him, right? He's close to the rim, 7 foot. Come on now.
Here's Abdia. Henderson outside. Pass to Abdia. And here's Klingon. Clock at 6. Henderson for 3. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
He's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
It's stolen by Henderson. Now the Blazers moving it up. Pulls up for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
1:10 left in the second. Leonard looking over the floor. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And the Blazers making a change here. Rupert's checked in. And Leonard drops them both.
And they're now upwards of 80% from the line, a step up from their foul shooting in the first quarter.
Avdia, screen on Miller. Here's Rupert. Here's Kamara. Three-pointer, no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. 41 seconds left in the first half of this one. Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot. Misses in close. The Trailblazers shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Grant outside. Outside Kamara. Avdia, right side. Takes the 3. Counted from distance. Avdia's got 5 points now this quarter. 5 ticks left to play in the second quarter. Here's Matherin. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Los Angeles up 5. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Tyronn Lue. And, Coach, tell me more about your team's performance there in that first half.
I thought we got tired a little early, but, our pace was good. I thought we got some stops early, got out in transition, but we're doing okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Some great postseason action.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chip. An interesting postseason for the Clippers. They're in control and looking to keep their season alive. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready.
And welcome back to 2K Sports coverage of the play-in game as we move to the second half of action. One guy who's been getting it done is Derek Jones.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Darius Garland is out there with Benedict Matherin, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Here's Avdia, pass to Kamara, lets the 3 fly, and it's flushed down. Nice jam.
And as a rebounder, Clingan is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Garland feeling it out a bit. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Avdia finds Sharp. Portland moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Clingan's shot is off.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Matherin passes to Collins. Portland with a rebound. Clingan's got 8 rebounds in the game. 17-foot shot on the way. Shot's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 10.
Anytime Henderson can't get to the rim, that mid-range jumper is always there.
Collins with a screen on Avdia. Here's Leonard. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
We see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Sharp. Avdia outside. Lets it go from deep. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game. And it's Garland with the ball for Los Angeles. And there's a foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Leonard against Avdia. Pass to Kamara from downtown, and the three-pointer goes. He's got 6.
Wow, that bucket comes off such a good feed by Denny Avdia. Genuinely selfless with the basketball.
To the wing, right side. And here's Collins for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. He is so energetic on the drive. Henderson manages to put the defense in a bad spot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Henderson taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good.
Yeah, ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
Garland against Henderson. Pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Henderson for 3. Collins with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Collins with a screen on Henderson. Here's Garland. It's hauled in by Henderson. Portland trailing here. 3 on 3. Three-pointer Sharp. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Henderson against Garland. Leonard with a screen on Henderson. Here's Garland. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Garland's got 11 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Avdia passes to Sharp. Avdia screen on Matherin. Sharp against Matherin. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Avdia. This one for 3. Another 3 for Portland.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And so here are the Clippers. They trail by 3. Garland against Henderson. Outside Matherin. Fires the 3. Portland with a rebound. Now Portland with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Outside Kamara. Floats one. The rebound by Garland. Clippers trail by 3. Collins with a screen on Sharp. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Henderson. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Gotta give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown from Portland.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Outside Sharp. Back to Avdia. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Henderson. 11 points in the game. Clingan with the ball. Pass to Henderson. Three-pointer. Gets the three ball to go. Henderson's got 6 in the quarter.
When everything clicks for Henderson, you're going to see a lot of nights like this.
Now Garland. 11 points in the game. Can't get it to fall.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Avdia, good look. And it falls all over the rim and in. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Leonard. Aggressive move by Kawhi. Right to the rim.
Kawhi Leonard's so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
Here's Henderson. Here's Clingan. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Leonard for 3. Portland with a rebound.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Garland against Sharp. Avdia outside. Outside Kamara. Back to Avdia. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Matherin. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Yeah, this is how impactful Matherin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Trailblazers lead by 6. And here's Henderson. 14 points for him. There's a screen by Kamara. Let's go with a 3. Sinks the tray. Kamara's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Garland against Henderson. And he gets that one. Garland's got 13.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Robert Williams checked in for Clingan. Grant comes in for Kamara. Krejci's checked in for Henderson. And it's Thibault in for Sharp. Here's Krejci. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Miller. 1:52 left in the third quarter. They set the screen. Dunn attacking. Avdia pulls it in. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 7. Pass to Krejci. Back to Avdia. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 17 points in the game.
Well, Denny Avdia showing you exactly why he was the 9th selection back in 2020. His offensive game is complete.
Jackson, pass to Jones. He buries it from 3. Jones has got 20.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Pass to Avdia. 1:02 left in the third quarter. And it's Krejci missing. Clippers trail by 6. Jones from outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now. Thibault on the wing. Still without a bucket. 36 seconds left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Avdia outside. The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now here's Jones. 20 points for him. to Sanders. Banked it in off the glass. Sanders has got his second bucket of the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Portland ahead, up 4. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we return now to the final quarter of coverage for the NBA play-in game. Jeremy Grant out there with Robert Williams. Then it's Murray, then there's Sharp, and it's Krejci in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Williams. No, stop it in there! Jams it in, and he's fouled! An opportunity at a three-point play. It's on Derek Jones. Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Team foul.
Clippers trail by 7. Here's Garland. Shot from the low post is good.
That is some big-time toughness inside by Garland.
And the Trailblazers shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Grant outside. Williams a screen on Jones. Open shot, Grant. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
And he lobs it up, and the dunk by Jones.
Well, outstanding agility from Derek Jones Jr. So good at capitalizing in these sets.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Sharp passes to Murray. Here's Krejci from outside the arc. Connects from downtown.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
2 points. That one goes. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Miller.
Kawhi Leonard.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Grant. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, this guy is a high percentage shooter from this particular area. Because he can elevate off the floor, it's nice and efficient.
Done. The pass to Jackson. Outside Garland. Ooh, Williams with the block. Three-pointer Sharp. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Avdia, he's checked in for Murray. And Leonard drops them both.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Trailblazers lead by 4. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Outside Sharp. Pass to Avdia. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Outside Garland. Basket counts. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Williams. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Leonard. That one's good. This game is all even. Leonard's got 25 points in the game.
So why all business right now? Defense better get started. It's going to be a long night.
Williams finds Avdia. Here's Krejci. Back to Avdia. 4-3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jackson with a screen on Sharp to the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. And stolen by Jones. From behind the arc. Buries it from 3. And now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Blocked!
Avdia, great timing, contesting that, send it back, young sir.
So for the Blazers, Klingon, he's checked in for Williams, and it's Thibault in for Krejci. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Miller's checked in. Garland against Sharp. Jones with a screen on Sharp. Garland for 3. Another miss by Garland. Blazers trail by 5. Grant outside. They need this. Portland again missing.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Garland, no good. Portland has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Here's Avdia, and he makes it on the layup. Avdia's got 19 points.
Boy, hard to fault the defense there. Avdia just so good, staying composed in tight spots.
Garland with the ball. Looking to get back on track. Rejected by Klingon.
I like this. The sheer size and reach of Klingon was a big factor in him finding that block.
Pass to Miller. Grant with a steal. Outside Thibault. Now here's Avdia. The 3 is up. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, good second chance bucket by Sharp. Got to get in there and participate on the play to win those.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Thibault, and then for Los Angeles, Brook Lopez is checked in for Jones. Collins comes in for Miller, and Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Dunn. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Avdia from outside. Mathurin with a rebound.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
The drive by Garland. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, Darius Garland, very capable of getting separation and pick and roll. This guy knows what he's doing.
Right side Kamara. Pass to Klingon. Back to Kamara. The 3. The offensive rebound. Rejected by Lopez.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Collins, no good. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
To the middle. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
What an important move for clinging.
Garland against Henderson. Leonard with a screen on Henderson. And it's Garland on the drive. Bucket! Straight in!
How about Darius Garland? He's young, but he is fearless, folks.
Outside Henderson from downtown. Leonard there for the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Abdia rips down the board. Blazers trail by 5. Henderson, right side. Banks it home. Big shot.
Key points from Henderson. Stepping up. Scoop, young man, scoop.
Second team foul.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Sharp goes in. Leaps for it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Abdia. It's a 5-point game. Now Garland.
2 minutes in the game.
Now Collins. He launches. Ooh, the shot misses. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Sharp. Lots of room. Shoots from 8. Clock at 6. From deep. And it's blocked by Collins.
Yeah, that's just John Collins. Erasing shot attempts with that long wingspan.
Here's Sharp. 4 on the clock. Puts up the tray. Collins rips down the board. Los Angeles leading by 5. Garland with the ball. Now Sharp defending. Collins! He's off from 3.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Sharp. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Yeah, fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
Now Leonard. Lopez, the screen on Abdia. Leonard. Leonard taking him on.
Kawhi's history says you need a big bucket. I am the man to call.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Matherin against Sharp. Outside Abdia. Jacks up a 3. Collins rips down the board.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Los Angeles with it, leading by 5. Here's Lopez. It's stolen by Henderson.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
Abdia nails it.
Abdia has added some strength to the frame, and he puts it to work right there.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Henderson fires. Count it.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
Line for 3. Sharp.
So the first of 3 is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here. And he nails the third.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
So it's Los Angeles now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient.
Henderson. No good from 3. And they did it. Big win for the LA Clippers. A monumental effort. Credit the coaching staff for a great game plan, and the players executed.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, it shows the strength of this league from top to bottom. As the 10 seed, they now have a chance at the postseason. It's just remarkable.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
It's moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's all from us. One thing is for certain. These play-in tournament games have added some late-season drama. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.